How's everybody doing? V10 SSA here. I'm here with my buddy Quinn.
Hi.
It's his first time ever in an M5, which is apparently his dream car, correct?
Yeah, it is. All
dream
time.
car? All right, well, I'm going to hand the camera over here. We're going to go for a drive.
I'm excited. I live in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Definitely see what everyone's talking about with the SMG shifts.
Yeah, they're a little bit sluggish.
No, but it takes like a whole 2-second break to just peg you back in your seat.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, I've done a lot of research on why they kept it, because the E92 M3 of the same year has a DCT.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess the German engineers, in some of the research I did, they said they kept it because it's a more driver feel.
Yeah, they said they wanted to keep it like a towards the enthusiast, where it gave you that backlash of pegging you in
which
your seat.
you don't feel that in the DCT, but it also shifts way faster.
That
they
too.
actually, I think Gintani just did a DCT swap with one of these.
I saw
online. You saw that online?
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah. There's
And there's deer. Flip that around. Awesome.
There's so many. I live in the woods.
We're trying to do a video and we're interrupted by nature. Wonderful.
We're fine. We're gonna get on the highway.
Gotta love that sound though.
Yeah, no, there's absolutely not one car in this world that can make it sound as good, in my personal opinion.
You would, my dad would disagree. He actually don't like it.
That's really unfortunate, to be honest, because it's my favorite sound in the world.
It's mine too, but he's like, no, my V8 Challenger sounds better.
Oh, the American Muscle.
Oh yeah, he's all about it. And I love American Muscle, don't get me wrong, but nothing sounds like this.
I'm pure German engineering. Even German engineering, their V8s, they sound amazing.
Oh yeah, shout out to your hashtag.
Oh yeah.
Or your Instagram, my bad.
My Instagram's overweight, over W8. I drive a 2003 Volkswagen Passat W8, and it's
also another rare car.
Manual.
Yep.
Which is also rarity within the rarity, right?
Yeah, I've never seen one before today, so.
And there's train tracks at the bottom.
Yeah, I know, I remember them.
Oh, you hit those on the way here?
Yeah, I hit them slow as, I did about 2 miles an hour. Because with the coilovers, it's like...
Yeah. My friend had a stock car and they went over it coming this way, and there's just a really big hole.
There's a huge hole.
Yeah, they hit right into, oh boy, it felt like everything.
That's why I got the new suspension, because I hit a massive pothole. I was driving at night and I was out in Richland Town area, and I was on this road, Cherry Lane, which is notorious for potholes out there. And I'd never been out there before, and it was just a god-awful mess.
Yeah, probably.
It was.
Pennsylvania's not
I hit
good
the
at all.
pothole, and I remember driving, and it just went thunk, and my whole left side sank. And I was like, oh no. I almost cried.
I would have been so sad.
I was.
That's such an unfortunate event that can happen so quickly.
And then we got it up on the lift, and the whole left side was leaking, and it was bad. And then, from the other potholes, this one, the back right one here, was leaking too, and it was a little rough. But that's the reason for the coilovers. I do enjoy me a good little bridge. You're smiling a lot.
Yeah. It's probably going to be the whole time. This is literally... the sound in person, I want to say videos don't do justice.
No.
But, the pitch is always on point. Like the pitch is definitely the pitch you hear.
And then when you rev real high, and sometimes when you shift, you get a little pop.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
There's a little pop that came out onto that bridge. It's so nice.
When I had the K&N system on this, I lost that. It didn't pop.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I actually lost power. It was the weirdest thing, but when I had the K&N system on, they said it's supposed to gain power, but the car pulls harder now with the stock system back on. Did you see that crater?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, for anybody that understands what Pottstown, PA is.
Or Pennsylvania in general, at least Eastern PA, is horrendous. And I went over this in my coilover video. The PA potholes, they're just terrible. Like it's so bad. And you know, I lived in Germany for over 3 years, and that's where I bought this car, and I shipped it back. It's an American spec vehicle technically because it has an American VIN, but it's set up for German spec.
There's another set of train tracks.
Yeah, I saw the sign. Jesus, potholes galore.
No, people that hit that on the left side, RIP to anything they drive, because even in your mirror you see it. Oh no, like this, the left lane even. The left lane is completely different than the right. You sink in on the left, and like where the train tracks meet the road, it's just like hitting a speed bump at like 45.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
I always slow down for railroad tracks in Pennsylvania because they never even them out. Like we had, I live in a little town called Macungie, and we had these railroad tracks in Macungie, and they just like redid them, like, I don't know, less than a year ago. And I literally drove after they were finished redoing them, like maybe 3 days, and it was still bumpy and crazy because they just didn't like flatten it out properly.
They just do it. I don't even know what the point of doing it is.
Seems like we're griping
okay.
about Pennsylvania roads a lot in this video. Maybe we should make this Pennsylvania roads griping.
Yeah, honestly.
That looks like a cop.
It's a fraud.
Oh, okay. Fake. I mean, someone bought that at auction.
I wish cops still drove Crown Vics though, because my car's not fast. Not that I would run, but like...
Yeah, you know what's great about outrunning the cops? Nothing. Can't outrun the radio, brother.
We're not even going to have a whole discussion on how I have first-hand experience.
Me too. Motorcycle in El Paso, Texas. Back when I had my crotch rocket.
That was actually a really sad day.
I got pulled over when I was 16 for racing on highways, reckless driving, careless driving, and driving in the opposite lane of traffic.
So you were definitely like moving.
Yeah, I was. Well, this is what happened. Note to everyone out there, this is going to sound really stupid, and it was. I was 16 and I had, or 17, and I had like a CLK 320 Mercedes. It was a decent jump, really. It wasn't a great car. It was fun, but not a great car. And check it real quick. So me and two of my buddies lined up 3 wide at a stop sign, kind of near where we lived. And unbeknownst to us, it was a T stop sign. It was like a T. Mm-hmm. Unbeknownst to us, there was a cop to the left, parked with his lights off, when we were sitting there revving up. And when he pulled, and my car was the fastest, so he pulled me over. And when he pulled me over, he said, "You know, I was watching you guys the entire time. I was sitting right there." And I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah, I've had a couple incidents where friends were lining up at a light, and even like you said, like revving and getting like ready. And there was literally like our friends are sitting here flashing their high beams, like honking their horn, trying to tell them, "Hey, there's a cop 2 cars behind me. Don't do it." And they take off and get pulled over.
So what do you think about your first ride in an M5?
It's literally, you can't study this. You can't just like go on and like figure everything. Like you can't just go on and learn everything about the car and understand. Like even when you're in it now, it's a whole different like world. It's everything everyone says.
Videos never do a car justice. Never. Yeah, you have to get in it. And I think that's why a lot of guys that do YouTube videos, why they review cars so much, because you don't know anything until you really get in it and drive it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, one thing that I've noticed is I always kind of thought people like exaggerated a little bit about the SMG shifts.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Literally, I thought they just looked dumb flying forward and slamming themselves back in their seats, but it's literally, you can't.
And then when we
do
go
it.
back and look at this video, you're going to see yourself going like this.
It's difficult. You couldn't stop it if you tried.
No. So where exactly are we right now?
We're in Douglasville, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
This is where I lived before where you picked me up. This is where all my friends live.
Oh, okay.
We can go to French Creek for
Sorry,
backwards. I guess we might as well just honestly just keep driving. Like, there's so many holes everywhere.
You can go ahead and discuss your first ride in the vehicle a little bit, and then we'll call it a day, and I'll be out for this video. I think we've rambled on long enough about PA state roads.
Well, true. Okay, if you're really, like, obviously if you're watching this, you like M5s, especially the E60, because...
RS7.
And again, have never seen one in person before. But there's literally an RS7.
Nice car!
Nice car! I've never seen one on the road before. Like, I've always seen them at shows. Well, the M5 is amazing. Like I said, it's my all-time. He's awesome.
Let's do it! Thanks!
He's so nice.
Yeah, I love that car.
Yeah, same. That was before, ironically enough,
At the end of the video.
before I really wanted an E60 M5 and found out what they were, because what led me to the E60 M5 was the E63 M6. And I was like, oh wow, like that V10's amazing. I fell in love with the engine first. But I always hated how it looked, because the E63 to me is disgusting. They look gross.
I think it depends on this. I mean, that's obviously personal preference. I like the M6.
Well, no, don't get me wrong, it's not bad all in all, but like to me, the front end looked lazy. I didn't like it. And then I found out that they put the same engine in the family sedan, and I was like, whoa. I was like, I can have all that and still drive with whoever I want comfortably and go on trips, and like, it blew my mind.
I can't believe we're just doing pulse with an RS7 at the end of the video.
No, honestly.
Gotta love it.
Well.
Alright guys, this is V10 SSA out. You guys have a good one and enjoy.